How you doing, everybody? This is MJ Linane from TeacherRevolutions.com, and now that I have one-to-one Chromebooks, I wanted to give everyone just a quick overview of how I organized my course. I've been using Schoology as a learning management system for a couple of years now, and I used it a lot this past year because my class was Bring Your Own Technology. Now that my class has one-to-one Chromebooks, I've used it even more. My Chromebooks do not go home with the students, they stay in class. And so everything I've done here has been built to help students access the material, especially in class, but also they can have access to it outside of class. So, like I said, this is Schoology, and this is the class World History. And you'll notice that I have all my papers I need to grade over here. I see the menu of options over here. And then this is the main dashboard that most students, when they log on, would see. So every day students come in and they take out their Chromebooks, and the first thing they do is look up a piece of world news. Uh, it's a world history course, so it has to be something significant to the globe. They'll spend about 10 minutes doing that. I'll take the most significant ones, put them on a projector, and we'll spend some more time talking about it. Basically, it's a bell ringer, gets kids warmed up, and then what we'll do after that is dive into the daily lesson. Depending on what the topic is, what I've done is each day students will talk with me for about 10 to 20 minutes of direct instruction on a particular topic. So say for instance our topic is nationalism, and what you can see is all the different topics we've covered for the year has this code, the standard code that I've been using in the topic, and there's a bunch of folders there that are grayed out. That's because you can hide folders on Schoology availability. And what I have is I have certain due dates for folders, so it offers a little bit of self-pacing. And so you can see there that this folder closed on the 19th, but if we click on it, we can see what was in it. Most of the material here are actually surprisingly not graded assignments. They're the daily activities. So anything with quests next to it is going to be an assignment that I want turned in. And Schoology is great about this because you can set student completion rules that says what they must do. So this one must be viewed. And if you click on it, this is what we opened up the discussion of nationalism with, was an article and a couple of basic questions just to get them thinking. And like I said, there's nothing due for this. This is just something that we work on in class during class time to open up the discussion. But what's great about it is that if students are out, they can still access that material, that they're not missing anything. The next thing was that after we discussed what nationalism was, we played a game. I had students work on this. It was an assignment that asked students to think about what nationalism looks like in their everyday lives. So this was actually a discussion assignment. So if we scroll down a tad, I don't want to go down any more because it'll reveal the students' names and their answers, but what we see here is the entire assignment, what I want them to do, the rubric, it's all there for them. So this would be something that if they were efficient enough, students could complete during class. If they ran out of time in class, it's something they could do at home. And so every class would run like this: 10 to 20 minutes of direct instruction just to get them familiar with a particular topic, and then dive into the day's activity. If it's a film, it's something we might watch together and use the back channel app for discussion. I use this when students had their Bring Your Own Technology. This is all before the Chromebook, so a lot of the stuff I'm porting over to daily exercises now that I have Chromebooks, so it's a lot easier obviously, but for the most part all this stuff I've used before and tested it all out before. And that's class. There's, like I said, the day's topic, the assignments. I usually try to have students complete basically one major graded assignment a week, and you can see them here. This was a discussion, this was a quiz, and this was ultimately the final assessment and essay that they had to complete, so you make a submission there. All this stuff's hidden because the folder is closed and locked. I could open it up at any time, again, for those students that are missing material or need to go back and revise material, but at this point it is locked. I usually wait a week before I unlock it, and I also have something that ties into a point system that is a part of my whole gamification, but that's a topic for a different video. But I just wanted to have people see. And the class is, like I said, organized 10 minutes of finding current events, 20 minutes direct instruction, and then the rest of the class, which I run a block schedule, so it's 85 minutes total. The rest of the time would be independent work, anywhere between 30 and 40 minutes of independent work, 15-minute debrief, check for understanding, and close out the class. And like I said, if any students missed anything, if they need to go back and review something when they're writing their essay, I allow students to use their notes. All of the stuff, all the material is available to them. For instance, we studied the Armenians as a part of nationalism, and I included a video that they watched in class during independent time, an article that they could have read during independent time, and then I had them do some group work, some collaboration as part of this as well too. And so any of the material here that they could then use later on to write their essay would only then improve their grade, so it improved their understanding. So this is the basic organization. It's what I'm working with right now. It seems to work pretty well, and I'm going to continue using it for the remainder of the year. So that's it for me. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments, send me an email, send me a message on Twitter, and I'll be sure to get back to you. So thanks for watching, and until next time.